Hello and welcome to the Crystal Lightworkers podcast to aid spirituality and well-being using crystals. My name is Jackie Winters, founder of the British Academy of Crystal Healing, and today I want to share with you my crystal channelings on evolution and how a master race are beginning to evolve on this planet. Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. So today I'm going to share with you my crystal channelings on how a master human race are now evolving. And this is what I got in my crystal channelings. In the last podcast, we established that sunlight is consciousness, and it would appear that the human race has been sitting in darkness for quite some time now, sort of like a mass sleep with limited awareness. However, the great central sun has been sending bursts of light, solar flares as they're referred to, and feeding our local sun, which in turn has been sending this highly charged light down to Earth. This influx of light is awakening many people. It is offering the capacity to see beyond, to get out of the regime and truly see beyond the limitations of illusions, mindsets, and perceptions that have enslaved or restricted the growth of the soul. The crystalline structure of the earth has been absorbing this light consciousness, magnifying it, and sending it out into the electromagnetic field that is in the atmosphere around the earth. Now, in my opinion, the manifest form of this is the internet. We now have instant access to all the information we could ever need, which is also true in meditation. And I might add, it always has been true, because the ancient ones, or the wise ones that walked the earth before us, have always known that all the answers we ever need are actually inside us. But now, more than ever, do we need to regain our control or empowerment on what is true and right for us. We live here on the earth in a world of duality, day and night, yin and yang, light and dark. So it stands to reason that if the light is hitting the earth and it's very, very bright, then the opposite must also be present. The dark is also well established in this time frame too. The Bible refers to this as good versus evil, right versus wrong. But when I have sat and meditated with the crystals, they enlighten me to the fact that there is no right or wrong, that there are just mindsets that induce happiness or fear, right and wrong, good and bad. That the evolved human will learn how to become impartial to all this duality, and they will learn to live in a harmonious state in tune with the laws of nature. They told me to stop thinking, to just witness what is happening and maintain an inner peace with everything, and that this is the way forward for the evolved human. Because of what is happening on the planet at this time, there are those that will get lost in fear, or as I like to refer to it, false evidence appearing real, FEAR. They're just stories that the mind play, and they take you away from harmony. Now, even living with a positive mind can take you away from reality, the truth, and create a movement from source by creating disappointment. So let me explain. If you're permanently thinking, oh yes, everything's going to be fine, you're creating a reality that is possibly not true. And all you're doing is raising your vibration on an untruth. So you're creating a stimulus within you based on your positivity. And harmony is not a stimulus. Harmony is quieter than a stimulus. So those of you that are trying to reprogram yourselves using affirmations, you might want to consider, am I just changing my story and therefore again getting away from the quiet 0 point polarity of my mind? The crystal said to me, I'm asking you to stop the story, get out of your head and just be the witness to life. In other words, let life happen and have no opinion on it. Regain control of everything by letting everything go. You then become the master of your mind by emptying your mind. And some refer to this point of awareness as like a 0 point polarity, a nothingness. So you're not judging, you're not forming an opinion, you're just being a witness. You've sort of elevated your awareness above the story, like a child, innocent and open to whatever may be. This is the process to master the vibration of your mind and maintain that master vibration and race of people on this planet. Becoming connected to your heart and really connected to your heart, you will then begin to know what is enlightening you and what is sort of right and wrong, if you will, to use those words. What makes you feel alive and energized and what de-energizes you. And what we term it as at the moment is what is right and what is wrong. So we're looking really to find what energizes me and what zaps my energy. You'll know by acknowledging your truth. Some people say that this amount of freedom and allowing everybody to have that kind of freedom will cause conflict because there are those who walk the earth with the intention of causing harm. Well, the crystal said to me, well, let me explain. When you are connected to your heart vibration, you will not want to or indeed do any harm to another person, plant, or any kind of living thing because your hearts are all connected. It is like being connected to a web of light where you remember you are all souls, spirits, but maybe inhabiting different forms. So there's a spirit in the tree, a spirit in the rock, a spirit in the animal, a spirit in the insect, a spirit in you. And you recognize this when you're really connected to your heart. And this is what the human mind has detached from. It's detached from the heart. And so it is causing great conflict for many people because we feel isolated, alone, we're lost. So when you realign to your heart and truly do this, don't just think, oh, this is what a good person will do, and then become a robot to your mind. When you're really connected to your heart and you've stopped your mind from thinking and you're feeling, what does my heart want? It may ask things of you that challenge your mind. So your heart may say, no, I don't want to do that. And your head might go, oh, well, a good person would do that. And your heart goes, well, I don't want to do it. And your mind then has a little battle with your heart. And the best way to do this is to self-inquire. Is this my truth? I don't want to do it. Yes, well then follow it. And then you're free from the mental traumas that have been pushing you to do things that maybe you didn't particularly like doing against your truth. We have to learn how to release the mental fears and learn how to trust in the process of life. You need to relax when your body asks you to. Don't over-expect of yourself or of others. Become more creative and allow yourself and others to live in harmony with their heart, finding what is right for them. You may find that people start to truly find themselves and change their lives dramatically. For instance, some nurses may change careers and become singers. Farmers may become joiners. Who knows what may happen? There may be total changes out there. But when you truly align to who you are, things change. Crystals are helping many people find that alignment and bring the natural order back on Earth. However, many of us are confused. We know we need to make changes, but we're unsure of where to start and what to do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the light rays. The purple light ray is a great energy to bring through the spiritual wisdom that is required to find understanding and delve deeper within yourself to awaken your true potential. Charoite is one of my favorite crystal vibrations in the purple ray because it unearths a path of destiny. It's a beautiful light. When you connect to the vibration of charoite and invite it into your electromagnetic energy field, absorb it into your neurological system, you begin to internally find your passion and love and know what it is that you need to do with your life. Amazing crystal. Another one of my favorites in the purple light spectrum is tanzanite. And the purple light, as I said before, brings through spiritual wisdom, but tanzanite, oh my goodness, it's a very high vibration. It's beautiful. It will bring insight from your soul. It leaves you very happy and it can leave you spaced out. And if you're a seeker of wisdom, you'll not get enough of tanzanite because tanzanite really does bring all the wisdom that you need. You get enlightenment after enlightenment. Amazing crystal. If you find you get spaced out a little bit with tanzanite, just put it down and let your energy field digest the light that's in there, and then you'll find your equilibrium again. Now, some people are stuck in the mindset of lack. Again, another aspect of fear, which is a mental programming of restriction. Dark crystals will help earth the fear or stabilize the fear that's holding that mind set in an unproductive vibration. There's also yellow crystals that can help calm the worry. One of the questions I get asked most often is, which crystal will eliminate lack? Lack of time is jade. Lack of money, citrine. Let me just go back a minute here, because jade is a crystal of longevity. What it does is it slows you down, it helps you take your time, it helps you know and relax. I love jade. A real slow down, holiday kind of vibe to it, a wonderful crystal. Citrine is an abundant, vibrant energy that helps you recognize there's everything I have. You can use it in time as well, because it helps you recognize you have an abundance of time, you have an abundance of money. It shows you or illuminates you to where you have lots of love in your life. It is an amazing crystal, but can be used intentionally to help you overcome the lack of money mentality. Lack of love. Oh my gosh, rose quartz every time. If you feel you have a lack of love in your energy field, then use rose quartz, because that will help bring or attract and illuminate you to where you already do have a lot of love in your energy field, and how to make some changes to have more love in your life. A lack of finance would be prehnite. Prehnite is a beautiful, calm green crystal, and it helps you to feel worthy of whatever it is that your business is or your workplace is. It helps you have that worthiness. Or malachite. Malachite is great. And do you know malachite was often referred to as the merchant's stone? Because it has an ability to connect you to your truth and to fairness. Malachite is all about fairness. It's like, it's only fair that I ask that, or it's only fair that, I give this, and really helps you to understand fairness. And that's why it became known as the merchant's stone. Eliminating lack means changing your mindset so that you take a look at your own mind and how are you thinking. Just sit and meditate and look at your own mindset and ask yourself, are these thoughts true? Do I really have lack in my life? Now, to access my truth, I call on a crystal called cavanite, spelled Cavansite. Oh, I love it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful blue color. Its light, when it goes in your energy field, is softer than malachite. Malachite can be a little bit like ruthless. And cavanite is kinder in its communication. However, you can use lapis lazuli, sodalite, larimar. These are all crystals that will help you access your truth. So there are many others out there too. Okay, so getting back to our evolution into this master race. As human beings, we all have free will. It is our birthright. And therefore, although the crystals will help us to see differently, feel differently, everything, we then have to actively choose that evolved state of mind and being. We have to choose to change, to live in our own truth, and to find love without conditions. Now, I am personally so fortunate to have met many people that are truly committed to raising their vibration and raising their mindset and evolved way of living. Sometimes people refer to this as living in the fifth and the sixth dimensional realms of existence, the fifth being pure love and the sixth being truth. So you're living in the energy of love as best as you can and living in truth with yourself. And truth with yourself sometimes is a little bit difficult to digest because your head has already formulated quite a lot of belief systems of how you should be. And when your heart goes, no, actually, I don't want to do that, your head then goes, what? And you have to make some changes. So they can be challenging. Some start to walk the path, and as these difficult changes and challenges arrive, they can fall by the wayside. In other words, no, this is too difficult. I can't change my belief system. It's too much for me. And that's fine, because I will admit it is not for the faint-hearted. But I can definitely say to you, from my heart to yours, it truly is worth it. The rewards are absolutely incredible. As you listen to your body, you begin naturally to know what your body wants, and you start to choose foods and drink things that are going to give you energy. Your mind will not dictate to you anymore. You'll just instantly know what your body is wanting, and you can keep yourself in harmony and well-being because your body is speaking to you and you're now listening. And then eventually your body starts talking to your mind and educating your mind on what is needed for your well-being. Your mind starts to quieten down and to become more fully present and in the peaceful state of nothing, of no thinking, just peace. And that level of well-being in your mind then affects your emotions. And emotionally, you start to feel in harmony with yourself. In fact, you start to find that joyous energy because your mind isn't searching for everything. Your body speaks to you. Your spirit speaks to you. It also affords you the opportunity to naturally start to magnetize to you a life that is an alignment with this vibration of your highest aspect. You become the master and the manifester of greatness beyond your limitations of the mind. Oh my goodness. And I can affirm to this has happened in my life, and this is why I want to share this with you. You will want for nothing because this is the order of the divine, that all things are provided for you. You become the magnet. You are already the magnet, but maybe not magnetizing things that are in line with your highest aspect because of your fear-based belief systems and your distorted vibrations that are being created by the incorrect mindsets. You will have a deep connection to all other life forms and speak to each other in a language that transcends words. Knowings develop and direct your actions or non-actions, and you will hardly recognize the kind, harmonious, thoughtful person that you will become. These are the rewards that we get. We get on a larger scale individually. As we align, we affect the whole. So as I change, and as you change, we begin to affect a collective consciousness. And when we have tilted the scales in the electromagnetic field of the earth, the divine light will once again dwell on the earth and we'll be back in harmony. Heaven and earth will reunite. But we have to do it in our own individual energy vortexes, our auric field, whatever you want to call it. We have to do it individually before we can affect the greater good. Now, all this may sound like a fairy story to you, but dig down inside of yourself and speak to yourself and ask yourself, is this possible? And you'll be surprised at the answer, because yes, absolutely yes it is. Your soul will start singing. So before I leave you today, I will offer you some general advice on the color rays of the crystals. All the crystals are banded into the rainbow. And the rainbow of light has complementary colors. They work in tandem with each other. So the hot spectrum is red, orange, and yellow, and the cooling spectrum is green, blue, and purple. Now these work in tandem with each other. Red and green work. Red is love, and green is truth. So love and truth work together. Orange and blue. Orange is creativity, and blue helps you express the creativity. Yellow and purple. Yellow is knowing, and purple is wisdom, or interpreting the knowing. Okay, so there's loads that I can teach you, all about the spectrum, about the different lights, about the different vibrations that are in each spectrum. Oh, this subject is amazing. I've been doing it for 40 years and still I get excited about it because I'm still learning. There is so much to learn and ingest, and I have so much to share with you. So I truly hope that you get to walk your master vibration on this planet, as the great central sun is sending light to help us sustain a new world. And I know that the time is now. A new world is being forged from the abstinence of light and the dark within the mind. Being impartial does not mean that you do not care. It means that you care so much that you are going to abstain from the madness of the mind and hold the vibration of peace to return a harmony and love as the order of the day on this planet. Now, if you would like to join me on any of my classes, or just listen to more podcasts, or have a look at the free educational videos, please visit www.British Academy of Crystal Healing. You can also find us on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. Okay, so all that remains to be said is Namaste, my beautiful warriors of light, masters of the universe. Signing out for now in much, much love. Have a great day. Love you guys. See you soon.